There was a time when gods walked the earth, when warriors were heroes. Their battles and conquests became legend, and the legend lives on. This is the hour of the Gladiators.
Welcome to Gladiators! Competition, adrenaline, and games with a difference. And here they are. Delta, Vulcan, Rebel. Predator, Blade, Tower. Fury, Commando, Flame. Cheetah, Condor, and Storm. And now let's welcome our hosts, Kimberly Joseph and Mike Hammond.
Welcome to the show. We've got a great program lined up for you tonight.
We have, and that's because we have a game that is very new to this series, and we think it's one of the most exciting.
It is fantastic. It's coming up later on. It's a cross between bungee jumping and basketball, and we call it swing shot. Look for that one. It's coming up.
But now, the challengers have been backstage with the Gladiators warming up, stretching their muscles, and the tension's electric.
Absolutely, but right now, let's meet our female challengers. Please welcome tonight Lorene Bavart and Rona Broughton.
Lorene is a physical education teacher from Victoria. She's also an international karate champion, so I guess she has very few discipline problems. Rona works for a West Australian diamond company. She's a fitness fanatic who loves running, push-ups, and lots of exercise.
Lorene and Rona.
Welcome, Rona. Now tell me, you're a logistics officer at a diamond mine. What a fantastic job.
It is, it's very good.
Now, what does that entail?
Oh, a bit of everything, bus driving, forklift work, unloading and backloading trucks.
So do you mean to tell me you get to drive trucks and forklifts?
Yeah.
And does it get tempting with all those diamonds around?
No, not really. I don't get to see them.
Now, I noticed backstage, one of your weaknesses you mentioned is being too short. How are you going to go tonight on the pyramid?
Well, I'm against Blade, so she looks about the same height as me. I shouldn't be too bad there.
Okay, well, good luck to you tonight.
Lorene, you are 3 times world karate champ. I've just got to make sure I got that right.
Yeah, that's right.
And you've come up against Storm before, you guys, because Storm is a karate expert as well. So what would you say the score is so far between the two of you?
Oh, for her sake, it's even.
So tonight's a decider, right?
That's right.
Watch out for that one tonight, folks. That's going to be some tough battling going on there. Now, tell us a bit about yourself. What sort of work do you do?
I'm a physical education teacher.
Whereabouts in Victoria?
In Melbourne, yes.
Anyone you want to say hi to tonight?
All to the students at Liddell High.
Okay, there it is. What's your favourite game, do you think, this evening?
Duel, for sure.
Good luck tonight.
Great, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for Lorene and Rona. And now please welcome our 2 male challengers for this evening, Martin Ryan and Dominic Delaney.
Martin's a genetic engineer from Melbourne who also loves lots of exercise. He's a very fit guy and works out in the gym every day. Dominic is virtually still on his honeymoon. He's just married his sweetheart Tiffany. He was born in France, grew up in Australia, and he's also a kickboxer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Martin and Dominic.
Now, Martin, you are a genetic engineer. So does that explain the way you look tonight? You've sort of done a bit of work on yourself?
No, the physique's completely natural, Mike.
So you can't help me, right?
Oh, I think with the right diet and a bit of gym work, we could get you going.
Thanks, buddy.
Dominic, bienvenue, comment ça va?
Bien, merci, Kimberly. Et vous?
Très bien, merci. Now, Dominic, you're French-Australian. How long have you lived here?
25 years.
And you enjoy it?
Oh, definitely.
And now I understand you're an orange juice salesman and a kickboxing instructor.
That's correct.
And now would you like to say hello to your new bride, Tiffany, who's in the audience, I believe?
That's correct. Hi, Tiff. How are you?
Oh, she is beautiful. I'm sure she'll be barracking for you tonight. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our male challengers tonight, Dominic and Martin. Well, we've met our male challengers, we've met our female challengers. The Gladiators are set. Let the games begin.
Gladiators.
Well, it's a long way to the top, especially if a gladiator rolls you down like a rock. This is
Pyramid.
60 seconds to get to the top. First there gets 10 points.
First up the pyramid are Loreen and Rona. But guarding their territory are our gladiators, Cheetah and Blade. Mike Whitney, start the climb.
Challengers, are you ready? Gladiators, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
First event of the night, and it's the women's pyramid. We've got Loreen and Cheetah on the left, Blade and Rona on the right. There goes Blade pushing Rona away, good move. Now Loreen trying to get past Cheetah. Loreen's been a 3 times world karate champion, and look at this folks, she's got away from Cheetah. She's been at the top of karate, and now she's at the top of pyramid. 10 points to start off the night there for Loreen. As we see Rona trying to get away from Blade. Won't be too easy. Blade's not going to let her get past. Rona's also a champion in her field. She was a WA natural bodybuilding champion. She's a very fit woman, is Rona, and she's going to have a lot of trouble up here on the pyramid because Blade's one of the fittest also. Now Rona drives forklifts and trucks for a living. Well, she's going to need a truck to get past Blade, or maybe a forklift to send her off the pyramid, because Blade isn't going to let her pass no matter what Rona does. Blade now pushes Rona away once more. There's the whistle. No points to Rona, but a big 10 to Loreen. Well, it's not too often we see this. Somebody get past Cheetah. It was Loreen who did it. Cheetah fell to the bottom, and how fit and how strong is Loreen? She went straight up to the top, got the 10 points on the scorecard. She's one to watch.
Loreen, what a way to start the night. 10 points. Was it an easy feat?
Oh, never easy. She's pretty quick. She's just unlucky she couldn't hold on to me.
Oh, she couldn't hold on to you. Cheetah, that doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't. She was very impressive.
Now, Rona, you managed to sort of, well, the size wasn't that major a problem, was it?
No, I was just too slow, I think.
Now, Blade, you're puffing and panting there. Was she a good challenger?
She's a great challenger. Thank you very much. That was a great win for me.
This has got to be one of the toughest games for you, Gladiators.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. It's really hard on the legs and the fitness.
Loreen scored 10 points with a great win on pyramid. Rona didn't score. She's on 0.
Well, Loreen has taken out first points tonight in the female event. Let's see how our male challengers go. Please welcome them back. Let's have a big round of applause for Martin and Dominic. And doing their best to bring them undone in this event. Please welcome our gladiators, Condor and Tower. All right, let's not hang about. Let's start the game.
Challengers, are you ready? Gladiators, are you ready?
First game of the night for the guys. Pyramid.
2, 1.
And it's a tough one to start off with. Martin up against Condor on the left, Dominic and Tower on the right. Now, Martin says that his greatest challenge in life was the Challenger tryouts for Gladiator. Well, guess what, Martin? It doesn't get any easier as Condor brings him all the way down to the ground. On the right, we've got Tower and Dominic working away. Dominic trying to gain some sort of advantage, but Tower right there waiting for him. Now, Dominic was a kickboxing champion, so Tower's going to have his hands full here. Dominic's a fit guy as Tower brings him down, and Condor on Martin once more. That's a big fall. 25 seconds to go. Dominic now runs all the way around to the left. Tower's up about 6 steps, and he's just looking down on Dominic as if to really stare him out. Tower's 6'7", 10 foot in the air. That makes this man even more of a giant than what he is. As Martin slips, probably through tiredness, those legs will be starting to get heavy now up here on the pyramid. Dominic and Tower. Tower just pushes Dominic away. A final grab from Condor. A big tackle and it's all over. No points. Welcome to Gladiators, gentlemen. What an introduction. Condor on Martin, big tackling, and Tower on Dominic, no exception.
These guys came on with a game plan, but it looks like it's a case of brute strength.
Yeah, well, that's right. In this event, we're given the advantage. We start up at the top.
It's really hard for these guys, but Dominic had a fair bit of strength. Just didn't get up there on the day.
Neither challenger scored on the pyramid, so after game one, both Dominic and Martin 0.
Well, guess what, Mike? A nudge from one of these demolition balls can knock you off the bridge.
Yeah, but a king hit can knock you clear into next week. Next up, it's hit and run.
Gladiators.
Karate is my thing. I'm a phys ed teacher at Little High School. I like going to live theatre, wining and dining. I love setting a good game of Aussie rules. The reason why I'm on Gladiators is to have fun and to enjoy myself.
Well, brute strength won't necessarily help you here, but if you're fast-footed and quick thinking, you might just stand a chance of survival.
Hit and run.
Run the bridge, avoid the balls, and receive 2 points for every crossing.
Please welcome Blade and Rebel, our gladiators. And Fury and Delta. And trying her best to survive is Loreen. Let's start the game. Here's Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready?
Not only does Loreen have to dodge the balls from the Gladiators,
Are you ready?
but she has to try and avoid all the fans of the Gladiators out there in the crowd. She's got everything going against her. She goes for her first run. There's 2 points early on. Well done, Loreen. Goes past ball number 3 and straight up to the platform. Takes it a 4. Oh, she's quick, Lorraine. Look at her go. 6 points on the board, and I wouldn't reckon there's any stopping her. She's avoiding these balls like they were the play. As she comes back down to the middle, up to 10 points now and 8 seconds left. A chance for 2 more. Will she get there? Yes, she will. 12 points to Lorraine. She's on her way back. Got sandwiched between 2, and the time runs out for a great start. 12 points to Lorraine. Loreen made it look very easy. There's the sandwich. That was going to knock her off, but she had the presence of mind and the balance to stay up there and collect 12 points.
Not just speeding ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, it was great fun.
Was it really fun? Like, what's going through your mind when you're up there on the podium ready to run?
Just to run fast, but get ready to dodge.
Hard to avoid the balls?
Oh, not too bad. You just got to get your timing right.
And now, Rona is up next. She's poised and ready to take on the Gladiators and try to cross the bridge as many times as she can.
Challenger, are you ready?
Well, we mentioned at the start that Rona likes running. Well, this is going to show us whether she's fair income or not.
2, 1.
Because she's got to run for her life here on the bridge in hit and run. 2 points early. Good work, Rona. And she's got to keep in touch with Loreen. That's the most important part. She needs at least 12 off the hit and run. She's now up to 6 points, 15 seconds to go. Look at the concentration on the face as she watches the balls go past, goes to 8 points. Here she comes again. A nice little dodge move there. She's up to 10 with 5 seconds to go. 2 more points to be handy. Great stop, great run. She's on 12 and a great effort there by Rona. A copybook hit and run here from Rona. Not only do you have to sprint hard on the bridge, but you've got to have the presence of mind to stop just when you need to.
Rona, 12 points. You equalled Loreen. Well done.
Thank God for that.
I tell you what there, because at 22 points, it was looking like she was getting away. She's still got a 10-point lead on you.
Yeah, I'm just glad I've got some points now.
So you think that's a little bit easier than it looks, than you thought it would be?
Much easier. I haven't got anyone chasing me.
Great game for both challengers, with Loreen and Rona scoring 12 on hit and run. Loreen still leads by 10, 22-12.
I'm Martin Ryan. I'm 30 years old. I live in Richmond, Victoria. My background is in genetic engineering. My own training takes 4 days a week in the gym, plus a few cardiovascular training sessions. From the first time I saw Gladiators in the muscle magazines, I thought this is for me. I really admired the physiques on the overseas Gladiators, and I thought when it came to Australia, I'd like to have a go at knocking a few of them off their perches.
Martin is our first male challenger on hit and run, and he will be avoiding the demolition balls being thrust at him by our Gladiators Commando, Tower, Predator, and Vulcan. And now it's over to Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready?
So Martin reckons he wants to knock a few of the Gladiators off their perches. Well, let me tell you, Martin, it's exactly what the Gladiators want to do to you right here in hit and run. And away he goes, very hesitant at the start. A good tactic, but as he gets 2 early points. Here he comes back now, in the middle, was able just to move that ball away. He's on 4, comes back for another 2, up to 6. This is a great run here from Martin. Oh, nearly fell, nearly came off the bridge, had the presence of mind to stay up there, on to 8 points now. Another quick sprint, on to 10. He's got 5 seconds left, he's on to 12. That's 3 runs of 12 points for the night. It's fantastic. An absolute sandwich there at the end. Stopped him from getting 14, but a great run. And this is how he did it. Once again, we said he got hit. There it was. He just got his ankle touched by the ball, tripped him over, but 12 points is good.
Hey, Martin, how are you feeling after that?
Oh, that fall took a bit out of me, but pretty pleased with the point.
It was a close call there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just checking here. We've got confirmed with our referee, Mike Whitney, 6 touches, which means 12 points. Congratulations, your first points on the board.
I'm very happy with that.
Please welcome our second male challenger, Dominic.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiators, are you ready?
3 runs of 12 points so far on the hit and run from our 3 challengers before Dominic. Let's see what Dominic can do as he comes down. Got hit by the last ball, nearly fell off, but stayed on to get 2 early points. Back for 4, a nice little slide on the platform too, as Dominic gets hit again. That's the second time he's got hit by that ball from Tower, but he stayed on, and Dominic now up to 8 points as he gets knocked off by a big bomb in the middle. And now Vulcan coming over to rub salt into the wounds. And it was a good run here from Dominic. Just the last bit, with only a few seconds to go, he got knocked off and could not improve on the 8 points he had.
Dominic, you were doing so well and suddenly it went horribly wrong. What happened?
No, I don't know. Just one of those things.
But you do need eyes in the back of your head, don't you?
Well, Dominic was lucky to survive the first hit and in the end got 8 points. Martin 12 after hit and run, and Martin now leads by 4 after 2 games.
Will Flame rule supreme? We'll find out next in Duel.
Gladiators.
I don't think I've ever seen Flame quite so evenly matched. Loreen is firing tonight, so let's light the fuse and stand well back.
Duel. 10 points if you knock the Gladiator down, 5 points if you stay up there for 30 seconds.
Mike Whitney, let's start duel.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator,
Now this is going to be Flame's toughest ever competitor on duel. Loreen is a very, very strong woman, and she's coming up against our strongest female gladiator in Flame. Now Flame and Loreen just working each other out here, a couple of hits each. It's still early days, 20 seconds left on the clock. A little bit of a lull there in proceedings. Flame nearly knocked Loreen off there with one to the back. Loreen starting to fight back now. This is a good competition as Loreen sends a couple to Flame's face, now tries to push her off there in the midriff. The sticks have got locked. There's no competition going on. It's a stalemate. Time runs out, and that's 5 points to Loreen. Now this is Loreen's specialty. She's trained as a combat karate champion, but it shows you how good Flame is. She was pushed to the limit, but she gave as good as she got.
Well, Loreen, a great effort there. Some would say survival is victory enough against Flame. She is the queen of duel. That was pretty hard work there, but I believe our referee, Mike Whitney, has got something for us.
Yes, Mike, John and I have decided that the girls will lock together for the last 10 seconds of the game, and it's very hard to disqualify anybody like that. So we want to put them back up on the podium for 15 seconds.
Back up. Wow.
Really? So let's joust.
All right.
Challenger.
An interesting situation. An extra 15 seconds now on the clock for Loreen and Flame up here on the duel. Let's see if it makes any difference.
3, 2, 1.
And here we go. Take two of the duel between Loreen and Flame. And Flame nearly got Loreen off there. 10 seconds to go. Can Loreen survive? Looking good as she's still working away on Flame. Flame coming back hard. Loreen's throwing him back also. Time's about to run out. And she survives for 45 seconds. An absolute survival of the fittest and the strongest, and in the end both women were throwing hits so hard that they were both lucky to stay up there.
Well, we went into extended time there on duel. Loreen, you'd already had a taste of Flame. Were you keen to get back up there for round two?
Of course, always.
I tell you what, you were right into combat position when it started, and you held your points there, so well done. It's officially a draw on that round, so you get the 5 points for staying up there for 45 seconds. Well done, Loreen.
Thank you, all right.
Hello, my name's Rona Broughton. I work at Argyle Diamond Mine. I live in Perth, and part-time I'm a gym instructor, and I like to keep fit, and I'm a happy-go-lucky person. I train 5 days a week, and apart from that, I like playing golf. I'm challenging on the Gladiators because I got talked into it, basically, but I'm having fun, so I'll give it my best.
Rona has got to go up against the might of Storm.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready? On guard.
So game number 2 of duel for the women about to come up. Rona up against Storm, and Storm starts with an absolute deluge of hits. Rona now just coming into attack. Storm's fallen. She's sitting down on the podium, but she finally gets up. A little bit of a rest, a chance to get her win back, and look at her go. Storm works into overtime there with a few hits, and Rona just couldn't survive the avalanche. And the mighty Storm triumphs once more. And Storm was just too powerful up here for Rona. She had a little bit of a rest in between the game, but it just gave her enough to knock Rona off the edge.
Well, Rona, the good news is you weren't up against Flame, but you got Storm instead.
I don't know what's worse.
I don't either, but at least you didn't have to do it twice.
No, that's true.
Now tell me, Storm, the podiums look closer together.
They are.
So does that make it easier for you? You can get right in there and belt them off?
Well, I think now we can just avoid the challengers stepping back, and now they have to come on forward.
Now I thought you were going to complete that round sitting down.
Well, I thought I'll have a little bit of an easy run, but then Rona took advantage of me, so...
And that made you angry?
It made me so mad, Kimberly, and I think we all saw what happens when I get mad.
And there's one person in the stadium who isn't mad. It's Loreen. She adds 5 to her score, taking her progressive total now to 27, Rona on 12.
Well, Kimberly, the score between our two male challengers is a little closer. Martin is on 12, Dominic is on 8. So crucial points coming up in this male round of duel. Martin has to survive against Vulcan. Well, let's get straight down to business. Here's Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready?
Well, I just saw a sign in the crowd that said Vulcan spits the dummy. Well, I tell you what, Martin, if you get him upset, he certainly will.
3, 2, 1.
And away we go for the start of the guys' duel, and Vulcan working away nice and early on Martin. A few hits to the head, and Martin looks a little bit stunned. Listen to those grunts in the background. Is that Vulcan throwing out energy, or is it Martin yelling out for mercy? I don't know, but Martin's staying up there and taking it up with Vulcan. 10 points for courage, but no points for Jewel.
Tell man, come on! Give me a real man! Give me two
asking for a real man. Two, he says. Give me two.
Yeah!
And I don't know whether Vulcan would have done the same with two guys up here on the podium, but with Martin up there, it was just too easy for him, and Martin didn't stand a chance.
Martin, guess what? No points. You're sitting on a score of 12 going into swing shot. That was not easy. You understand that when you go up against Vulcan, you go up against the whole crowd.
Oh, well, Vulcan's number one. I was keen to have a crack at him, but he's proved he's still number one. We'll see what happens in the other games.
Oh, I can't believe he was keen to have a crack at you, Vulcan. I wouldn't be so keen.
Kimberly, I don't even know why you're talking to a loser. You know what? I think Agro would have done a better job than this guy here. Don't talk to him, you talk to me because I'm the champion.
Not only did he humiliate Martin on the podium, but he reckons a puppet would do better. But anyway, let's see how Dominic goes up against the mighty Tower.
Hi, my name is Dominic Delaney. I've recently been married. I'm 30 years old. I deliver your orange juice. I train 5 days a week, kickboxing and weights. Weights for strength work. Well, I'm on Gladiators because I like the challenge of all the events, and it's probably because it's the big man, little man.
Mike Whitney, start duel.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready? Gentlemen, on guard. 3,
So Dominic
2,
up against the big
1.
Tower in duel, and this is going to be a tough one for him. Tower unleashes with some massive hits, and it's all over. One of the quickest games of duel I've ever seen. 5 seconds, and Tower's a happy man. And I would be happy too if I held this record. Dominic didn't even get a chance to try anything. Tower just unleashed with big hits, and Dominic just went for a dive.
Well, Dominic, we've just got the all clear on that round. I saw you up there on the dual platform as Tower was coming up the ladder. He just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, doesn't he?
Oh, he sure does, and he hits just as hard.
Well, Tower, I just saw the whites of his eyes as you were walking up the ladder. That didn't take too long.
No, well, I heard he was a martial arts expert, so I didn't want to give him any shots in on me, you know. Keep myself nice and pretty.
So it lasted a whole, what, 5 or 6 seconds, I think, was the time there. Well done. Let's hear it for Tower, the man mountain.
Neither Dominic or Martin scored dueling with the Gladiators, so their scores remain the same, 12-8.
Well, Dominic knows he has to perform to catch up to Martin, and there's only one event left, and this is it. It combines bungee jumping, basketball, and a bit of good old-fashioned Gladiators biffo.
Gladiators.
Winners of tonight's heat take home Sony's latest hi-fi system with 120 watts of power, 5-disc player and surround sound. If arcade power is what you want, then that's what you'll get with the ultimate games console, the PlayStation. And winners tonight will also receive a selection of CDs from Sony Music, including Margaret Ehrlich's CD, The Deepest Blue. Runners-up tonight take home a Citizen Titanium watch, allergy-free, corrosion-resistant with a 3-year warranty. And semi-final winners will take home an Optus Freestyle mobile phone package.
Well, here we are all set to go for our final round, and as we know, the challengers quite often are duelling against the gladiators, but at the end of the day, it's challenger versus challenger as we lead up to the eliminator.
That's right. We've seen some pretty feisty challenges tonight. We know Lorene's sitting on 27 and Rona's going to be trying to gain points in this game. Obviously, she's only on 12.
Now, Mike, this is an important game for you too because safety is paramount in this next event.
Yes, it is, and of course for Rona it's very important to try and grab those points, and also for Lorene. But I actually had a go the other day, and it's an exhilarating game to be involved in, so I'm really looking forward to this.
Have you bungee jumped before?
No, I haven't, so I was a little bit
scary.
worried.
I've done it. It's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, as they bounce through the air, the challengers are going for those all-important coloured balls. The gladiators are going for the challengers.
Swing shot.
3 for a red, 2 for a blue, 1 for a white ball, but you've got to get them back in the basket. And would you please welcome to Swing Shot, Rona and Lorene, our challengers, up against Delta and Storm, our gladiators. Mike Whitney, it's all yours.
3, 2, 1.
And away we go now with the women's swing shot. Second time we've seen it, and it gets better each time I watch it. Rona's got a white ball, so has Lorene. Lorene lost hers, but Rona got hers in for her first point of the game. Lorene now just hanging around in midair. Here comes Rona. Oh, beautiful block there from Delta. Rona goes back with nothing and will start again. Lorene's still just bouncing around on the one spot, wasting a lot of time. Rona goes down, Delta there to stop her again. Great block, Delta. 30 seconds to go. Here comes Lorene once more. The big bounce up towards the top, and she's got a red ball. That'll give her 3 points if it goes in the basket. There it is. Rona didn't get anything that time. Lorene comes again, goes for a blue. She's got it. And she tangles with Storm, the old sparring partners out there. Lorene lost the blue ball, so she's stuck on 3. Rona with the last lunge, couldn't get it. Can Lorene get any more? She's still got the blue ball in the hand. And time runs out. It hasn't gone in the basket. So the scores are 3 to Lorene, 1 to Rona. And this is how Lorene did it. The big bounce, and they're the ones you want to get, the red balls, because they count for 3 points. And it takes 3 shots to normally get it.
Well, Lorene, well done. You came head-to-head against Storm. It's a match we've been waiting to see all night, and you've come through with the points. 3 points with a red ball. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. It was great. I had to look after the smaller one.
It's not as easy as it looks, though, is it? It's quite tricky, that bouncing action.
No, it's very difficult. You have to keep bouncing, otherwise you can't get back up to the podium.
And I think it took Storm by surprise, too, because this is a new game for the Gladiators as well, so they haven't had as much of a chance to perfect their technique. Storm, you had a bit of trouble there in your harness at one stage.
A little bit, because maybe I just don't have enough bounce to get back up there.
Well, anyway, the 3 points puts you up to 30 points now for Lorene. That's a fantastic lead that you've got over Rona. I think Rona at the moment is on 13. So a big lead coming up for you in the eliminator. We'll see how you go next up.
All right,
well
great,
done.
thank you. Great, thanks.
Mikey hit the nail on the head. Lorena's got a big advantage going to the eliminator. She leads by 17 points.
Well, we've seen the women perform, but now it's time for the men to gain crucial points before the eliminator. Martin and Dominic will be battling it out up against our gladiators, Predator and Condor. But now over to our referee, Mike Whitney.
Challengers, are you ready? Gladiators, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Last chance for the guys to get some points on the board before the eliminator. And this is a tough one to do it in swing shot as they both get pushed away by the Gladiators early on. 10 seconds gone and neither one has scored yet. As Dominic goes down, goes for a three-pointer, he's got it in the hand. Can he get it in the basket? Yes, yes he does. There's 3 points for Dominic. Great work, Dominic. Bounces down once more. Oh, he's got another 3. That is twos. If you can get the threes, it's a big bonus. He's on to 6 points. Martin still hanging in there with a white ball. Dominic went for another three-pointer, couldn't get it. Martin's got that one in his mouth. Can he get it in his basket? Dominic now bounces down once more, and Condor just pushes him out the way. Martin gets a white ball this time. He'll try and get it in the basket and get another point. It'll take him to 2. There it is. Dominic just swinging around, and the whistle blows. A great game for both guys. Better for Dominic, he got 6. This is how it's done. Dominic had the big bounce and was able to get up to the red balls twice. It took him to 6 points, and unfortunately Condor just wasn't there to stop him.
Dominic, good show. Guess what? 2 red balls, 3 points each. You just became neck and neck with Martin. That means you're both on a score of 14 going into the eliminator.
Yeah, that was very close. Just tried hard to get those points, but it was pretty hard with the other guy trying to stop me.
Yeah, with the flying condor.
Yeah, that's right.
He's pretty tough, but you certainly did well. Your honeymoon's not over by the look of it.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Would you like to say hello to Tiffany? I'm sure she's been spurring you on in the audience.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Tiff.
So Dominic 6, Martin 2 from swing shot, 14 each means they both start on Mike Whitney's whistle in the eliminator.
Taking on the Gladiators was just the start. Now it's down to the business end of the evening.
Absolutely, Kimberly, and there are no excuses now. It is challenger versus challenger, head-to-head and toe-to-toe. The eliminator is next.
Gladiators.
The 2 lucky winners of the final will drive away in Hyundai's luxurious flagship, the Sonata Levant. With its 3-litre V6 engine, the Sonata has leather trim, cruise control, electric sunroof, power windows, central locking, ABS brakes and an airbag for added safety. A prize fit for our Gladiator champions.
It's a battle for survival. Lose and you're gone. It's the
Eliminator.
Loreen will go through the giant obstacle course with a lead of 8.5 seconds.
Well, let's get right down to business. Rona, you're sitting on a score of 13. We've seen your feistiness right throughout the competition. Are you prepared? Are you confident? Can you do it?
I don't know about confident, but I'll certainly give it a good go anyway.
So you think you've got enough energy?
Oh, definitely.
Now, you do understand that Loreen has an 8.5 second start on you tonight.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate, and she's a big girl, isn't she?
She is, too big for me.
Loreen, you've really come through tonight. You've given the Gladiators a run for their money. Now, you've got a score of 30, which is an incredibly high score. You should be proud of yourself.
Extremely.
Let's get right into it. Mike Whitney, take it away.
Loreen, you will go on my whistle. Rona, you will go on John's whistle. Loreen, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
So Loreen takes off now with an 8.5 second lead. This is a big lead for Rona to catch up. And Loreen, what an impressive score of 30 points. One of the biggest scores we've seen in Gladiators for the women. Loreen now up the rope climb. Rona just coming through the hurdles. And look at Loreen just stretching through the hand ladder. She's taking this nearly as a training run. Off she goes now, the rolling logs. Rona's still going up the rope climb. And Loreen's up to the cargo net. Look at her fly. Loreen the teacher, Rona the runner. She's running along the hand ladder, but Loreen is teaching her a lesson about the Eliminator. Going through in a fantastic time. Loreen is actually quicker than some of the guys have been through the Eliminator. Rona's on the cargo net, Loreen coming down the zip line. A good drop, she was nice and low as she came down. There's Rona on the cargo net, but Loreen is absolutely blitzing this Eliminator. We say most of the time the flame's on fire, well so is Loreen tonight. Off she goes, she's just got to get up the Travelator, and look at her eat this Travelator alive. No problems, rope swing through the banner, and Loreen is through to the quarterfinals in a great time of 1:13. Rona's not giving up, and that's great to see. As Rona now comes up to the balance beam, a good time is still important for Rona, because who knows if there's any more injuries, Rona could still go through to the quarterfinal. Now remember, Rona's a runner, so expect her to have the strong legs and the power to get up the Travelator, and that's exactly what she's got. Up she goes, but Loreen's through, as we said, to the quarterfinal.
Okay, Rona's just burst through the paper. Wow, that was just incredible. Was your adrenaline pumping right the way through?
Sure was. It's a lot harder than it looks though.
It is, isn't it? Well, you managed to complete it in a time of 1:12, so that was just great.
Fantastic, great, thanks.
Now, it didn't look like any of those obstacles gave you any problems whatsoever.
I wouldn't tell you if they did anyway.
I bet you wish you were up against Storm in this.
Storm? Who's that?
Oh, are you training to be a gladiator?
I'd beat her any day, even if I gave her a head start.
Well, there's confidence for you. Rona, you made it through. It was tough, wasn't it?
It was, but at least I got up that Travelator.
That's right. That's the toughest part. A lot of people have had trouble with that in the past, but you got right up there.
It was haunting me.
Well, at least you made it through. You did keep that energy, but unfortunately you didn't make it to the quarterfinal. Let's have a round of applause for Loreen. She's into the quarterfinal. Well done. Fantastic. Thanks, great effort.
Well, what a great result for Loreen there. Now, of course, we just have to find out who's going to win in our male competitors. Now, guys, Martin, you had a good lead there until swing shot. Dominic caught up. You were feeling a little bit sure of yourself?
I couldn't quite get up to those high balls there, but I think it's a fitting end to start off the same mark in the Eliminator.
So, Dominic, those 6 points you picked up in swing shot, they now have you both square. You're starting on even points.
Yeah, that's right. I think I'll get right ahead with this one.
All right, well, guys, up until now, you've been against the Gladiators. Now, if you just have a look at each other here, it's just you against each other, just the two challengers. At the end of this, one of you is going through to fame and glory and the quarterfinals, and the other is going home. So good luck, give it your best shot. Let's see how we go. To start the game, here's Mike Whitney.
Martin and Dominic, your points are equal. You will both go on my whistle. Challengers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
And Dominic got a flyer on the whistle, but I love this because both guys starting at the same time, it really shows you who is the better of the two athletes. They both start at the same time, they should both finish at the same time. But one of them has to win, and let's see who it is. As Dominic goes out hard on the hand bike, and he's got a slight lead over Martin, but he's struggling. Martin catching up, but Dominic's off first. Across the rolling log, he fell there, up to the cargo net, they hit it, neck and neck. This is great competition, and that's what Gladiators is all about. The best of the best up against the best of the best. They both hit the top of the platform together. This is going to be close. The zip line's next. Down they come. Martin's actually increased his lead just a fraction. Dominic now has the inside running, and they both hit the balance beam at the same time. Dominic, closest to the camera, jumps off now. Up the Travelator he goes. Slips, stumbles. Will he get up there? Yes, Martin's fallen. Dominic can't hold on either. They're both down. Martin with the second chance. Up he goes. going to grab on. No, he doesn't. Hold on. He goes down. Dominic, his second chance. He's got it that time. And Dominic goes through to the quarterfinals. What a spectacular win. And this is a great effort from Martin also. The pressure was intense. The competition was great. But he hasn't let himself down. Up he goes again for a fourth time. He's just not going to get there. And you can really feel his legs must be getting so sore. He's trembling on those legs. He's gone down for breath. He's got nothing left in the lungs. And unfortunately, I don't think he'll finish it. Martin's 4 attempts makes him a champion in my books because, folks, it's not whether you win, it's how you play the game. He gave 110%, and that's all you can ask.
Dominic, you thought you would be victorious. Congratulations, you've made it through in a great time there. A really, really tight race.
Thank you. Yeah, it was very hard. I saw him catch up on the cargo net. I thought, no, it can't be. Then he beat me on the
fly. Yep.
And I thought, I knew the balance of him. I'd be pretty good on that. It all paid off.
The great equaliser at the end of the day, though, is the travelator, isn't it? It's really hard work.
It definitely is. Yeah, it's probably one of the hardest ones here.
Well, Martin, you put up a great effort. Hard work there towards the end. That travelator, just when you've got no energy left, you've got to give that last little bit just to get up to the top.
Yeah, I thought I had it on that second attempt up there, but just made the dive a little bit too early. Up he went.
Let's hear it for Martin for a fantastic effort. And our winner, Dominic, through to the quarterfinals.
So it's goodbye to Martin and Rona, but we'll be seeing Dominic and Loreen again soon.
But so will the Gladiators be awaiting next time. Oh, well done, Tiffany. Welcome. But the Gladiators will be waiting next time when we see you. So until then, it's good night.
Thanks for watching. Good night.
Good night.
Here's an opportunity for you to have all the action right at home by joining the Gladiator Fan Club. Send a $20 cheque or money order to PO Box 710 Spit Junction, Sydney, New South Wales 2088, or why not buy the Gladiator magazine? It's available in all good newsagents and good bookstores.